Hey guys, it's War 100 here. Alright, now here's my review of the 2012 Royal Rumble. Yeah, so, this show was just kind of like up and down, really. I mean, the undercard really was just not very good at all. But the two world title matches were pretty good. And the Royal Rumble match overall, it was just kind of, meh. Yeah, so this show, it was kind of up and down. I really can't say whether or not this was a good show or a bad show. Kind of like just, like thumbs in the middle, maybe. So, yeah. Well, let me just get right into it. Alright. First match of the night was a triple threat steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan defending against Mark Henry and Big Show. Now this was pretty good, but it was real short though. This was like 9.5 minutes or something, yeah. And plus, I've seen plenty of better steel cage matches than this. Yeah, this was still pretty good, I guess, for a match with guys with Mark Henry and Big Show. Yeah. So Big Show at one point, he sandwiched Mark Henry between the cage and the ropes and ran into him a couple of times. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was trying to escape the cage quite a few times in this match. And yeah, he was like really the only one that actually was able to climb. Yeah. And Big Show stopped Daniel Bryan from climbing out of the cage. Yeah. Daniel Bryan was using like martial arts kicks and hurricane ranas and stuff, again, with both Big Show and Mark Henry. At one point, Daniel Bryan tried to escape through the door, but Mark Henry stopped him before he could. And then Big Show had the match won when he went for a cover on Mark Henry, but Daniel Bryan broke up the count. Then Daniel Bryan tried to climb out of the cage again. Big Show followed him. Daniel Bryan got his legs and body over the cage, and Big Show was like trying to make sure he can get out. Was trying to pull him back in, and then Daniel Bryan was completely over the cage, and he was trying to climb out. But Big Show was holding on to him by his wrist, trying to like pull him to make sure he didn't touch the floor. But then Big Show just dropped him by mistake, and then Daniel Bryan touched the floor and won the match, and he retained the championship. So yeah, it was a good match, I'd say. I give it about 3 stars. Then next up was an 8-diva tag team match. Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and the Bella Twins versus Kelly Kelly, Eve, Alicia Fox, and Tamina. This really was not good at all. Really, I mean, thank God this didn't last too long. This only lasted like 5.5 minutes. And there really wasn't anything very good about this match, except a spot with Kelly Kelly where all the divas were on the outside of the ring. Kelly Kelly dove to the outside onto all the divas, yeah. Yeah, and then, in the end, Beth Phoenix pinned Kelly Kelly after hitting her with what's Beth Phoenix's finisher? And what was the name? Forgot. Yeah, she hit her with her finisher and then pinned her. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it really was not very good. I give it about 1 star. And then next up was John Cena versus Kane. This was just flat out bad. Yeah. I mean, this was so horribly booked. And seriously, this was just straight up bad. I mean, it was just like going back and forth, but yeah, there really wasn't anything memorable. This match actually lasted like 11 minutes. Yeah, and then, yeah, there were a lot of brawling on the outside of the ring. Yeah, and then in the end they both got double it was a double count out, and then they started to fight in the back, and then Kane took down John Cena, and then he busted into Zack Ryder's locker room. On the previous Raw, Kane injured Zack Ryder by chokeslamming him through the stage. Yeah, and then, yeah, Zack Ryder was sitting in a wheelchair, and he had his chest in some kind of brace or something. And then Kane wheeled Zack Ryder to the ring, and then he beat up Zack Ryder, and then Eve was coming out trying to ask Kane to stop, and then Kane tombstoned Zack Ryder. Then John Cena ran back out, tried to go after Kane. He went for the FU, but he just wasn't strong enough. And then, yeah, Kane gave John Cena a tombstone also. Or was it a chokeslam? Yeah, it was one of the two. Forgot, but yeah. So yeah, it was just completely overbooked. Yeah, I mean, it was 10 plus. It really was just bad. Yeah, I give it like a star and a quarter. Then next up, Brodus Clay versus Drew McIntyre. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this was just, yeah, another Brodus Clay match. That was McIntyre just completely dominating the match, and yeah, defeated Drew McIntyre really quickly. Yeah, no rating given for that match. And then we got the WWE Championship match. CM Punk defending against Dolph Ziggler with John Laurinaitis as the referee, and then before the match, John Laurinaitis decided to make himself an outside referee instead. And then, yeah, Vicky Guerrero and Jack Swagger were banned from ringside in this matchup. And yeah, this was a really good match right here. Yeah, I'd say this was probably match of the night right here. Yeah, I mean, it was a really good back and forth match. A lot of countering in this match, yeah. Yeah, CM Punk was dodging Dolph Ziggler's scissors kick, whatever it's called, yeah. And Dolph Ziggler was countering the GTS in this match quite a few times, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at one point, CM Punk did Randy Savage's flying elbow drop, and then the crowd started chanting Randy Savage. Yeah. And then, yeah, CM Punk actually had this match won like 3 different times, but the referee was accidentally knocked out, the regular referee, yeah. Yeah, CM Punk had the match won, but John Laurinaitis was checking on the other referee. Yeah. Now, CM Punk was trying to get John Laurinaitis' attention. And CM Punk then went for a roll. Dolph Ziggler tried to go after CM Punk again, but CM Punk countered into a roll-up, but still, John Laurinaitis was checking on the other referee. And then John Laurinaitis put the referee back into the ring, and he got into the ring. And yeah, CM Punk set Dolph Ziggler up with the GTS, and Ziggler's leg accidentally hit the back of John Laurinaitis' head. And yeah, John Laurinaitis was knocked out in the ring. And then CM Punk connected with the GTS, and the referee was still, like, recovering, and, like, trying to get back up. Yeah. And yeah, Dolph Ziggler was then trying to beat CM Punk down some more. Yeah. Yeah. And Dolph Ziggler, I think, Troll of Paradise, that's what it's called. Yeah, the Troll of Paradise. It was what his character was, yeah. There's, or is it? Yeah, I know, yeah. I'm sorry, no one's home right now, I'm sorry. Yeah. I think it's called the Troll of Paradise, yeah. Dolph Ziggler hit that onto CM Punk. CM Punk survived it, I think, yeah. Then in the end, CM Punk, I think, had another GTS or something onto Dolph Ziggler, and then both the referee, the regular referee, and John Laurinaitis made the 3 count. And John Laurinaitis, yes, and yeah, declared CM Punk the winner, and then he gave the belt to the other referee, and then he just like walked up the aisle and was applauding CM Punk, and yeah, CM Punk retained the title. So yeah, it was a really good match. I give it about 3.5 stars. Then next up we got the Royal Rumble match, yeah. First two to start it off were The Miz and Alex Riley. Yeah, they went at it, and then Alex Riley got eliminated before the next entrant came out, yeah. Then next up was R-Truth, and then him and Miz were going at it, yeah. Yeah, and then Cody Rhodes entered the match, yeah. And then Justin Gabriel entered, and then R-Truth eventually got eliminated by The Miz. Yeah. Then, yeah, I said Justin Gabriel entered the match, yeah, and then Primo was the next entrant in the match, yeah. Then Mick Foley entered, and then he eliminated Primo from the match, yeah. And then the next entrant was Ricardo Rodriguez, and then, yeah, he was wearing Alberto Del Rio attire, and yeah, him and Mick Foley teamed up to eliminate Justin Gabriel from the match, yeah. And then the next entrant was Santino, and then, yeah, he then eliminated Ricardo Rodriguez. Yeah. And then, yeah, Mick Foley and Santino both pulled out Mr. Socko and the Cobra. It was kind of funny how loud the crowd got for that. Yeah. And then, yeah, the next entrant, Epico, came out, and then Santino nailed Epico with the Cobra, then Mick Foley gave Epico the Mandible Claw, and then eliminated him. And Mick Foley and Santino went back with each other, and then Mr. Socko and the Cobra, quote-unquote, locked up. Yeah. But then The Miz and Cody Rhodes broke it up. And then Cody Rhodes eliminated Santino, and as Mick Foley was giving The Miz the Mandible Claw, Cody Rhodes eliminated him. Yeah. And then, yeah, Kofi Kingston was the next entrant, and then next up was Lawler, yeah, and then he was eliminated in under a minute by Cody Rhodes, yeah. Then Ezekiel Jackson entered the match, and then Jinder Mahal entered, yeah. At one point, I think The Miz threw Kofi Kingston over, and then Kofi Kingston, like, did a handstand and walked on his hands over to, like, the ring steps to prevent being eliminated. And then, yeah, as I said, Ezekiel Jackson and Jinder Mahal entered, and then the Great Khali entered, and then he eliminated Jinder Mahal and Ezekiel Jackson from the match, yeah. And then Hunico was the next entrant, yeah. And then next up was Booker T, yeah. Yeah, Booker T, another commentator of that night, yeah. And then Booker T was going on Cody Rhodes, yeah. Then next up was Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was the next entrant. And then next up was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, yeah. And then Cody Rhodes eliminated Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and then he eliminated both the Great Khali and Booker T at the same time, yeah. And then the next entrant was Michael Cole, yeah. He got into the ring, but he wasn't doing anything. Then next up was Kharma, aka Awesome Kong. Yeah, and then she took down Michael Cole. And then Michael Cole climbed over the ropes, but he was standing on the ring apron. Then Jerry Lawler and Booker T pulled Michael Cole off the ring apron and eliminated him. And yeah. And then Kharma eliminated Hunico, but then Dolph Ziggler then came from behind and eliminated Kharma. Then Sheamus was the next entrant in the match, and then he eliminated Kofi Kingston from the match. And then next up was the Road Dogg. Yeah, the Road Dogg was another surprise entrant here, just like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Kharma. Yeah. Yeah, and then Jey Uso entered the match, yeah. And then Jack Swagger entered. Then Wade Barrett entered, and then he eliminated Road Dogg from the match, yeah. Then next up was David Otunga. He came out. And then next up was Randy Orton, and this was in his hometown of St. Louis, so the crowd really marked out when Randy Orton's music hit. Yeah. Then Randy Orton eliminated Jey Uso and Wade Barrett from the match. Yeah. Then number 29 was Chris Jericho, and then he eliminated David Otunga from the match. Yeah, and then number 30 was Big Show, and as he was walking out, Sheamus was trying to throw Jack Swagger over the top rope, and then Big Show pulled Jack Swagger down and eliminated him. And as Jack Swagger was like shoving Big Show then gave Jack Swagger his knockout punch. Yeah. Yeah, and then Big Show then eliminated both Cody Rhodes and The Miz at the same time, yeah. And then Big Show eliminated Dolph Ziggler from the match, yeah. And then it was down to the final four of Randy Orton, Big Show, Chris Jericho, and Sheamus, yeah. Then Randy Orton was able to eliminate the Big Show, and then Chris Jericho eliminated Randy Orton. And then it got down to Chris Jericho and Sheamus, yeah. And they were doing, yeah, it went, yeah, they were going at it for a few minutes, yeah. There were a lot of elimination attempts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Chris Jericho, like threw Sheamus over, and then he kicked him, but yeah, Sheamus fell on his back on the ring apron. He didn't go to the floor. Then as he was getting back up, Chris Jericho did the thing where he jumps from the turnbuckle and kicks the person off the ring apron, but Sheamus still was able to hold on. Then Sheamus tried to eliminate Jericho, but Chris Jericho held on, and yeah, his feet were just like inches away from the floor. Yeah. And then it was going back and forth. At one point, when Chris Jericho and Sheamus were both like at a corner of the ring on the outside, and they nailed each other, and they both just fell on their backs on the ring apron, not the floor. Yeah. In the end, Sheamus tried throwing Jericho over again, but he held on again with his feet barely staying off the floor. Then Sheamus gave Chris Jericho a brogue kick, and then Chris Jericho fell to the floor, and Sheamus won the Royal Rumble. So yeah, the Royal Rumble was just so I mean, it had some funny spots with like Mick Foley and Santino. It had a lot of surprise entrants in here, but yeah, still not overall. It was just like a Royal Rumble. I give it about 3 1/4. Overall, I give the show about a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, undercard was pretty bad, but yeah, 2 really good world title matches, or I should just say 2 good, not really good, world title matches, yeah, and the Royal Rumble was just kind of bleh. But, yeah, so just kind of like a thumbs in the middle show, yeah, it was just up and down. So yeah, sorry, that does for my review of the 2012 Royal Rumble. Hope you guys enjoyed, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.